Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Love. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Love now. That's once again complete to Chuck. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. Now that they've coughed it up, they've got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Love's throw here into the hands of Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air again, Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Off the play fake, Thompson-Robinson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Thompson-Robinson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Here's Rivers. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. The DTR going to throw it here. Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll run it here with Rivers. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Gets past one man. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On the ground is Rivers. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got the connection to Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Love now on second down. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. That's to the pylon and incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Mevis knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about this defense that came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Mevis knocks this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Thompson Robinson off of play action. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
This is unbelievable.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Thompson Robinson now. Slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On 1st and 10, Love. That is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's fielded at the 45. And out now come the Vikings. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 3.
To throw is DTR. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but now we're getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Tucker on the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love. That pass complete to Moore. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour with a trip to FedEx Field, where we find Green Bay on the road to take on Washington. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Kenneth Walker with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. The Bills trying to finish that one off and claim victory.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They run with Rivers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Hold it. Offense. Can't do that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some...
Touchdown, Seahawks! DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Thompson Robinson now. And this one's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Hold it. Offense. Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Love. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, and it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And now out comes Minnesota. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll run on 1st down. Rivers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, Thompson-Robinson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Thompson-Robinson throwing here. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Pierce. Touchdown, Vikings! Alec Pierce, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Seahawks 13.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Love's throw taken in by Chark. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Is a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Love's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 5. Here's Love. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Nick Chubb stopped short, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers as ball carrier. They've got a number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Love looking to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Chark the motion man right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. That's going to be caught by Rivers. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.